Sequel to the recent attack on Government Girls Technical College Dapchi, Yobe State on Monday night, President Muhammadu Buhari has directed the military and other security agencies to take immediate charge and control of the situation and inform him of development as soon as possible. Minister of Information and Culture Alhaji Lai Mohammed, who made this known while briefing State House correspondent after the weekly Federal Executive Council meeting in Abuja, said the federal government is dedicated to making sure that normalcy is returned to the school.
Two comments. In respect of the unfortunate incident of Monday in Government Girls Secondary Technical School, Dapchi, in Yobe State, when Boko Haram insurgents attacked the school. And the two comments I intend to make is, one, Mr. President has directed the military and other security agencies to take immediate charge and control and inform him of developments. And secondly, tomorrow morning, a delegation led by Minister of Defense would be going also to Dapchi to take, take control of the situation and also get a first-hand information as what is happening.
Other memo that made it to the Federal Executive Council meeting is the plan to establish business hubs in Nigerian embassies all over the world for easy access to credible information by Nigerians in diaspora and those interested in doing business with Nigeria. Minister of Foreign Affairs Geoffrey Onyama, who said this during the briefing while giving a scorecard of his ministry, said the government has established a lot of intervention programs to help Nigerian embassies across the globe.
With regards to the projects that we're undertaking, the first one is an economic diplomacy initiative. This essentially entails cooperation with the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, where we have the Foreign Ministry as an interface. We've developed a portal, and this portal will be available to all businesses in Nigeria, where we will be leveraging on 110 countries in which we have a presence.
Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami and his counterpart in the Ministry of Transportation Rotimi Amechi and Minister of the Federal Capital Territory Malam Mohammed Musa Bello also briefed about some key projects to be executed by their ministries.
We equally presented a scorecard as to the cases, both civil, criminal, that were prosecuted by Federal Ministry of Justice, and their implications as to the savings that were done for the government commencing from the 2015 to the present time. Fundamentally arising from the cases that were conducted by the Federal Ministry of Justice, the ministry has succeeded in saving the government around 4.5 trillion naira relating to the claims that were presented in respect of these cases.
Approved the award of a new contract from Ibadan to Kaduna. You know, earlier they had awarded from Kaduna to Kano. So the entire Ibadan to Kano as a stretch has been awarded. What was awarded today was Ibadan to Kaduna for $6.7 billion. This is an old contract that was awarded in 2006. The only difference now is that we had to award the spore that is going to Ado-Ekiti. So at Oshobo, there's a new contract from Oshobo to Ado-Ekiti. Now that has brought the entire contract to 6.7 from Ibadan to Kaduna.
In our meeting of today, we got approval for two very important contracts for the FCT. The first contract is for the supply of chemicals to the FCT Water Board at the sum of 273,420,000 naira, awarded to a Nigerian company manufacturing alum. Is going to provide needed chemicals to continue to purify the water that the FCT Water Board supplies to Abuja residents.
In same vein, Minister of Science and Technology Ugbunaya Onu also made presentation on some high-energy biscuits that will be part of the federal government school feeding program. President Muhammadu Buhari presided over this week's Federal Executive Council meeting. From the ASU Presidential Villa, Abuja, I'm Festus Ejirog Nefifen for Ben Television. After extensive discussions and deliberations on security, economy, and electoral matters, the Council of State meeting presided over by President Muhammadu Buhari has approved increase in agricultural funding from the current $200 million to $1 billion as a way of diversifying the economy and also improving job creation that will in turn solve the problems of youth restiveness in the country. Briefing State House correspondent after the council meeting, Ogun State Governor Senator Ibikule Amosun said council took that decision as a way of moving from a monolithic economy to a more diversified one to pave way for all-round development.
Council appreciated the efforts that have been put in place to move Nigeria away from recession. Now gradually we are getting it right, and council agreed, we discussed, and the council agreed that what is being done is good and that we should continue with that diversification trend. Council noted what was being done in the area of agriculture, how Nigeria moved from one monolithic economy to now a diversified economy. Council noted that there's still more to be done. It was advised that we should improve on the funding and increase the funding on agriculture. I mean, it was partly about $200 million, but if you compare that side by side to what we are investing, what we are pumping in the area of oil, that is the monolithic economy that we are all running, we notice that it is just insignificant. So council recommend that at least about $1 billion should now be pumped into agriculture. Council noted how Nigeria moved the budget from about 4 trillion to now about 8 trillion. And everybody agreed that the way to go is what we are doing, and that we should see how we can plant all year round, not just maybe this is the planting season. All season we must take advantage of it and grow what we will need, what we will eat, and eat what we grow. The era of wasting our very scarce foreign exchange on importing everything that we eat is over.
Jigawa State Governor Abubakar Badaru also took time to give a breakdown on some of the interventions that will be part of the $1 billion fund for agriculture.
We are just saying that $1 billion will be used, $1 billion will be used to support agriculture. Livestock is part of that, and I'm sure these monies are being given as credit to the farmers to develop their own businesses. And it is done for 2 reasons. First, to boost the economy. Second, to act as an import substitution mechanism so that we stop to import milk, beef, chicken, and all those things that come into the country. So it's not purely designed to support the rich livestock producers, but to support the movement of those existing herdsmen that causes this problem and causes these clashes.
On the security situation in the country, especially as it has to do with farmers' herders crisis currently making the rounds, the Jigawa State Governor Abubakar Badaru gave an insight on the security issues council was briefed on by the National Security Advisor, Major General Babagana Monguno, retired, adding that the deliberations so far will go a long way in providing a lasting solution to the crisis.
The country will receive a very long brief from the National Security Advisor, ranging from farmer settlement clashes, Boko Haram, militancy in the Niger Delta, kidnapping, cattle rustling, and deliberated very well after assessing the performance so far by the security agencies, which is commendable. And a lot of suggestion comes up on way forward. Specifically, farmer settlements clashes were discussed thoroughly, and we learned that This takes three dimensions. First is the real farmer-herdsman clashes, where a normal herdsman moves around with his cattle and gets into farmers' land and eats up his crop.
Anambra State Governor Willie Obiano said council approved appointment of 2 non-legal practitioners to the Federal Judicial Service Commission and a National Electoral Commissioner for INEC and 23 members of National Population Commission. The meeting, which lasted more than 5 hours, had in attendance former head of state Yakubu Gowon, General Abdulsalami Abubakar, and former President Olusegun Obasanjo, including former Chief Justice of the Federation and state governors. The meeting, however, was not void of some comic relief, as President Muhammadu Buhari, who took time to shake hands with members of council, also shook hands with Governor Ayo Fayose of Ekiti State, who many believe is one of the major critics of this administration. The drama ended with former President Olusegun Obasanjo, who came in a bit late after the prayers and national anthem has been said, as he proceeded straight to personally greet President Muhammadu Buhari, who had finished the exchange of pleasantry session before his arrival. This is the third Council of State meeting since President Muhammadu Buhari took over the leadership of the country May 29, 2015. From the ASU Presidential Villa, Abuja, I am Festus Ejiroge Nefifen for Ben Television.
The Federation Account Allocation Committee Thursday disbursed the sum of 655.18 billion naira to the federal, states and local government as revenue generated in January 2018. The amount distributed indicates a drop of 19.6 billion naira compared to 655.18 billion naira distributed in December 2017. Briefing journalists after the FAC meeting in Abuja, the Accountant General of the Federation, Ahmed Idris, who gave the breakdown, put the gross total revenue received for the month at 538.908 billion naira, which he said was lower to previous amount of 540.446 billion naira. Idris said the federal government received 249.3 billion naira, while states received 126.48 billion naira, and the local government 97.51 billion naira, while 52.04 billion naira was also shared among the oil-producing states, representing 13% of oil revenue generated in the month of January.
We have a net statutory revenue of 525 billion 402 billion naira. That is after deducting cost of collections. And the distribution to the 3 tiers of government and the derivation are as follows. Federal government, 249.366 billion naira. State government, 126.482 billion naira. Local government, 97.512 billion naira. And like I said, the derivation figures are 52.042 billion naira. And then there is the element of value-added tax, which in gross is 96.646 billion naira, and this equally was subjected to a deduction of 4% cost of collection, giving a net VAT figure of 92.78 billion naira. On the whole, the gross figure for this month amount to 636.554 billion naira. 635.554 billion naira.
The Accountant General of the Federation, however, explained that operational challenges caused decrease in crude oil export by 0.36 million barrels. adding that it led to reduction of revenue from export sales to Federation account by $113.86 million. Awesome Raffle, Ben Television.
Lovely place, right?
Yes.
What's wrong? You don't look happy.
Take a look around. Why can't my hotel be like this?
I knew something was wrong, but I've got solution.
Solution? What?
Nanet.
Nanet?
Nanet offers you design solutions, building plans and construction, furnishing and equipping, financing, management, audit services, and many more services for a better hospitality business. Nanet, service with a smile.
Sultan of Sokoto Alhaji Muhammad Saad Abubakar III has warned Nigerians to desist from criminalizing a particular tribe, saying that if Nigeria wants stability and peace, then a criminal must be called a criminal regardless of tribe or personality. This was as he urged citizens not to allow ethnicity or religion becloud their sense of judgment to allow making the same mistakes repeatedly. The Sultan, who was speaking in Abuja at the presentation of a book titled Dynamics of Reviewed Knowledge and Human Sciences, essay in honor of Registrar, Joint Admission and Matriculation Board, JAMB, Professor Isiaq Oloede, described JAMB boss as an honest, straightforward, and incorruptible person who deserves to be celebrated.
So let's give criminals their due names, call them criminals. Not Christian criminals, not Muslim criminals, not Fulani criminals, not Yoruba criminals, not call them criminals and deal with them. That's what we have been telling government. If the government has failed, then tell us what we do, tell us how to come about, how to come and sit with them and help. So I think we have to relate some of these issues. That's why myself and the lawyer have this common understanding, because we do not use ethnicity or religion when we are dealing with issues. Let's not think further. Things are hard, corruption is at a very high level, and it's left for us to fight it.
On his part, JAMB Registrar Professor Isiaq Oloede, while speaking on the missing 36 million naira swallowed by a mysterious snake, noted that the duty of the board is to account for whatever belongs to the government, adding that if stolen fund is refunded, there will be no little or no need to go further with the case.
Duty is to ask the person to refund, and if that person refunds honorably, there will be little or no need to go further. But if somebody refuses, then we will have to take the necessary step of calling in the law enforcement agencies to recover whatever belongs to government. But we know that there are very many honorable people that even when they make mistakes and you call their attention to it, they will try to rectify, and for those people there is no problem.
Although they also thanked the editors for their vision in putting the book and called on Nigerians to shun partisans if the country must move forward. In Abuja, LM Chukwemeka reports.
One of the finest Nollywood diva, producer, and entrepreneur, Queen Blessing Ibigezin, celebrated widow of Nigerian fallen hero on Valentine's Day. Queen Blessing has trained over 500 widows in sewing, bead, and bag making. The widows were drawn from the Army, Navy, and Air Force. They came out en masse on 14 February at Ikeja Cantonment as they went on with wrapper, cash gift, and sewing machine.
Gotta get the best of you. Let's go. You now, baby. Let's begin. See your swag. Get the best of you. I got to get the best. Just give me your best.
This is the bag they made, though.
Wow.
Madam, bring your own now. Not the shame me fine. Bring her out.
Queen Blessing said she would have loved to do more, but because of financial constraint, she has to do with this little to give back to the society because government alone cannot do everything. Some actors and actresses from the make-believe war were on ground to support one of their own. Queen also gave humanitarian award to renowned activist Dr. Joy Odumakin. PDP flag bearer Jimmy Agbaje commended the effort of the foundation for deeming it fit to remember the widow of the fallen hero who died on the line of duty.
This is as I know it, this is the 5th edition, even though the foundation has been in existence for 10 years. And I think we should congratulate her for this. In our world today, we only remember those who are in power. We only remember those who are working. We don't remember those that have worked for us in the past. And that she has decided this year to celebrate our departed soldiers, our gallant men, to celebrate them through their wives, I think is something that we should commend. In my own faith, they say that God is the husband of widows. My prayer is that God will continue to be your husband.
Give us a Q. Give us a B and an F and it's QBF.
The memories of 2018 Valentine's celebration will continue to linger on in Nigeria as Adam Home and Property continue to give out 14% discount in their land and property to prospective buyers to celebrate the biggest Valentine party in Nigeria, tag Lemon Deva promo. Adam Home used the occasion of Valentine's Day to add value to their customer and will be a subscriber at a star-studded event in Lagos. In an interview, Executive Director Adam Home Olori Adoronke Emmanuel King, who shed light on Lemon Deva Party, said the promo will continue to run till March 2018.
We actually came about the 14% because Valentine's Day is February 14th, and we felt to really appreciate our client, let's just give them what the day is talking about, and that is 14th. That is the reason behind the 14% that we are giving.
Also, the group managing director, Adam Home, Dr. Adetola Emmanuel King, asked Nigerians to express love to their loved one by buying into any of their estates spread across Nigeria.
To all our subscribers at home, viewers watching us, Adam Home is said to make you happy, show you love, by giving you the dream of your life. That is your house. You say, like I usually say, when people want to make decision about housing, it involves everybody. It involves the mother or the father, it even involves the children, because it's the most singular, most expensive singular thing that a whole family can purchase. So in a season like this, why we give you, make it affordable, make your dream affordable, and thereby by extension creating a platform like this where we can demonstrate our further love for your commitment into our investment. So in a season like this, we encourage you to buy. Keep buying from Adron Homes. Invest. We have properties in Abuja. We have in Ibadan. We have in Ogun. We have in Lagos. And we are also spreading our tentacles even to the east, to Owerri, to Port Harcourt. Wow. So with Adron Homes, we will express our love.
One of the brand ambassadors of Adron Home also encouraged the audience to key into any of the products from Adron Home because they are incredible, affordable.
Adron itself, they are unique. They brought good thing into the country, like giving us a structure. I mean, gone are the days of Omonile. You have your land now in a planned area, like we do have in foreign lands. So I have to be unique.
T.Y. Savage and One Day Cole light up the venue with their scintillating performance to delight of those in the attendance, while Sheyi Law and Ellen Paul did not disappoint the audience with their ripped, cracking jokes. Adeni Ifetayo also report that there were couples game and raffle draw for those who make full payment as they went home with cash prize, bag of cement, king side bed and other items.